Hi everybody, welcome to Chat and Craft with Lorraine. My name is Lorraine Tierney and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Warner, New Hampshire. I live in a small little town and it's really green around me, and I have some small mountain views, nothing huge, but I just love it where we live. Today is July 29th. I'm just back from vacation. I was away camping last week, so I'm rested and rusty. I feel like I haven't made a card in a while. I did have a class today and made some cards with some folks today, but other than that, I haven't made anything, and I feel like my camera's not quite in the right place, but I don't want to make you seasick trying to move it around, so I'll leave it right there. So we're going to make a card tonight. I'd love it if you said hello while we're creating, and pardon my cat who likes to talk. As soon as I start talking, you will hear him meowing. He's waiting for his dinner in about half an hour, and it's hard for him to wait sometimes. Hi, Jan. Nice to see you. All right, so I'm going to make my screen bigger so we can get, hi, Cheryl, so we can get working on this card. So we're going to use the Frosted Forest bundle. This has stamps, 3 different trees. Hi, Sharon, thank you. Some sentiments, and it has lots of dies that go with it. I don't have these on a magnetic sheet yet because I haven't taken my retired ones off magnetic sheets. I'm way behind. So, but I love these dies. I love this tree one here. This might be my favorite. It cuts this out and it's just so cute. And it cuts out the stamped images are all cut out with outline dies, but you also have dies that would fit inside that and make like a textured image or a textured layer. But wait, there's more. There's also masks as part of this bundle. And there are masks that work with each of the trees. So we're going to use the ones that go with the tall tree tonight. There's 3 of those. And there's also some that go with the different, more of the evergreen trees. You have masks that go with those. So it's pretty fun set. There's a lot you can do with it. This is the bundle that I'm using for my next Triple Your Creativity class. And if you want more details on that, that's where we'll feature this big bundle and some paper and ribbon for 3 months and use it in 3 different classes over the 3 months so that you'll create lots of cards with it and feel like you really get your money's worth out of the stamp set. So yeah, we're gonna do that. You can reach out to me if you'd like more information. So let's get started. We're going to use this bigger tree today, and we're going to use some Very Vanilla. This is happens to be a thick Very Vanilla card base, which has been discontinued, but I'm using up what I have of that. And then this is a piece of the Christmas paper from the Green and Gold pack. That's an online exclusive, so you have to go online to see those. It's not in the catalog, but I love this plaid piece. I'll quickly show you the other papers in that pack. They're really, really pretty. This is the piece I'm using. Hi, Martha. I'm glad you had fun today. I did too. So this is a very pretty piece. There's a stamp set that coordinates with this that cuts out the bells and the greens. I've used this piece in a non-Christmas card. Hey, Courtney. Hi, Melanie. This is a favorite of mine too. It's just so pretty. And love these ferns and these greens. As we were camping in the mountains, I was noticing how many different greens there are when you look out to the mountains. and then just a little polka dot. Some more of that one with the greens, and then another green on the back. Oh, this one's very pretty too, both the gold, and that's a sparkly gold. My lighting is not doing it justice. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Jolynn. Hi, Jan. And then look at this paper. That is gorgeous in the greens. So that's that pack. Oh, and there's one more. Another stars, gold stars on one side, and then the leaves on the other. So it's a really beautiful pack. Check it out online. It is called, what did I say? Green and Gold. Season of Green and Gold. Okay. So we're using a piece of that. We're using some circles that I've cut. Hi, Margaret. With Spotlight on Nature dies. So I call this one the dot dash circle, since that's what the rim is, dots and dashes. And then this is a paper plate circle, because that's what that looks like to me. So let's get started on our tree. That's where we're going to have the most fun today. So I'm going to start with early espresso. Nope, I'm not going to start with early espresso. I want to start with Old Olive. I want to start with my... I'm going back to early espresso. Because the tree, I always forget that the trunk of the tree is going to come out on this one. So I want that to come out with... the early espresso. Hi, Maria. Thanks. It is a beautiful bundle, isn't it? It's got so much possibility. All right. So there's my first stamp with early espresso, and that's on a piece of Old Olive cardstock. And now I'm going to take those masks that go with this. So the first one I'm going to use is the trunk. And I'm going to line that up. These are very easy to line up. It says number 1 on it, and it has a little notch right there. So I'm going to put, a little notch on my paper. And I'm going to draw where I have my Old Olive piece of paper, because I don't have it taped down. And this way, if it moves, I can put it back in the same place. All right. So I didn't quite have that lined up when I drew the notch. So I'm going to make that notch really big. Okay. And now I'm going to get my blending brush, and I'm going to stop moving this and use a little early espresso and color in that trunk. So we don't want a green trunk on our tree. So look at that. So nice and easy. Easy peasy. Now we have our leaves, and we have 2 sets of leaves, number 2, number 3. So I'm going to be a rule follower. I'm going to put number 2 next. And I'm going to do tone on tone with that. I'm going to use Old Olive with this. And I'm going to add Old Olive right on top. And I'm not tapping off my brush, because I want some small dark areas. So I'm just, whoops. You probably should tape these down, but I didn't bring my painter's tape over here, so I didn't do it. Okay, so there is some old olive on top of old olive with that. And now I'm going to get some mossy meadow. And that's just a tiny bit darker. I'm going to clean off my brush just a little on a microfiber cloth and pick up some Mossy Meadow ink. And I'm going to put that. Whoops, so now I moved my paper, but I have my lines to help me get it lined up and my notch. Okay. And I'm going to put some Mossy Meadow in these smaller. There we go. And so we have some shading. You can see the different colors. It's really pretty. All right, so now we're just going to cut that out with the die. Let me close these ink pads and find where I hid the stamp set under everything. No matter how big a table you have, it's not big enough. Okay, so we're going to use this die to cut that out. It's going to go right around it and cut that out. So I've just backed up to my stamp and cut and emboss machine. And cut that out. Okay, so now that's cut out, whoops, with the die. And we'll start putting our card together. I am going to stamp a sentiment from this set. It says, birthday wishes for a day as great as you are. And I think that makes a great masculine, this would make a great masculine birthday card. So I'm going to stamp that on my paper plate stamp. That stamps very nicely, and I'm going to put a little bird up over that. Birthday wishes for a day as great as you are, and then the bird. And now we can start to assemble. So I'm just going to put this on flat. Center that. I hope that is 5.5. I did not check. This was already cut, and sometimes I've made that mistake. All right, so then I was going to put the bigger circle and our tree, and then the smaller circle. I should have thought about that bird. I don't really want to cover that bird up. I could go in front of the tree. I could, let's move the tree over a little. That's what I'll do. All right, so I was wondering, should I put a little blue, little light blue behind the tree? Let me know what you think with a blending brush, just to lighten that up a little bit, kind of like a sky. And then do I want a little bow? I know I said a masculine card, but I think a masculine card can have twine on it. So I did not do my bunny ears this time, Martha. I just did a regular bow and it twisted it. So I'm going to try my bunny ears. Bunny ears, bunny ears, in the hole and out. And I don't want this to be real big. Oh, it's twisting even this way. Okay, I'm going to cut that. A little blue, I hear. All right, let's try a little blue. I think, oh, this pair of scissors, not too sharp. I think we could probably, if we didn't like it, get away with, it looks a little different when you flip it over, but let's get a little balmy blue and another blending brush. And let's put on just a little. Thank you, Cheryl. I'm glad you like it. All right, so this is going to go kind of like that. I'm going to put it upside down on here because I really want it to kind of be like shining out. I want it to follow the shape of the tree. This is going to be opposite because I've flipped it over, but I'm thinking I don't just want a big blob. Maybe like, now I don't like that. I may have to cut another circle. Those edges are way too defined for me. Let's see. We may cut another circle. Kind of looks a little like clouds, doesn't it? I might do it like that. I don't know. Let's put a little bit more. I'm going to pretend it's clouds. Hi, Anne. Nice to meet you. I'm glad that you caught me live also. All right. So I'm going to do it like that and have it be a little bit like blue sky and clouds. All right. Oh, I'm glad you got this bundle today, Lori. Yes, my cat meows through every video that I do. He loves to make his presence known. So I'm going to glue this on there without popping it up, but I am going to pop up my tree. So I'll put some dimensionals on the back of that. Thank you, Jan. Glad you like that blue. I'm going to cut a little bit of the edge. Is that going to fit there? It's just going to make it. All right. Let's put our tree on. Ah. Why is that one not sticking? Okay. Put him right there. And my glue dots are in the other room from a class today. So I'm going to do, I've seen a lot of people do this. And so I'll try it. I'm going to put a dot of glue, my bow, and my nice block on top of that for a minute. And think we'll also pop up our sentiment. Yes, Courtney, that was a happy accident. You have to recover it, you know? I accidentally made them look like clouds. The problem with those happy accidents is that sometimes you can't repeat them when you want to. And where are you watching from where you say good afternoon? Because it's evening here in New Hampshire in the Eastern time zone. I think I need to move this. Okay. So birthday wishes for a day as great as you. So there's our card with some clouds and some blue. And we need a little bling, even though it's a masculine card. As you can see, I still do a little ribbon or twine. I'm going to trim those a little bit shorter. It seems to have glued on there. The glue dried. I like these adhesive backed texture dots. I think these are kind of masculine looking. 4 in the afternoon. Very nice. Can you see these? They're kind of a bronze color and they have a texture. I don't know how to get, there it is, that crisscross texture on it. You can see a little bit. It's really, they're quite pretty. So I'm going to put a couple of these on here. And I have my take your pick tool over here, so let's use it. Put one there. And I think I'll put a big one kind of up there. So there is the card. Masculine cards can be hard, Mel. I love using trees or nature for masculine cards. That's kind of my go-to. And then on the inside, I'm just going to leave it blank, but to dress it up a little bit, I cut a piece of paper. Well, we'll just cut another one. If I can find that over here. Well, let's see. I'm just going to cut off a 1/2 inch piece. And I think I'll put it down this side. So I'll make it 5 1/4. And no naked envelopes, huh, Courtney? But you know what happens. My envelopes get lost. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Mel. Let's see. We could put a tree on the envelope. And I have a birthday that is going to need this card fairly soon. So we'll hope that I don't get things too mixed up or too lost. Let's put a little bird on the inside as well. There we go. I like him. So now what am I? Now I'm going to get carried away. No reason to get carried away. Now I'm also going to use a very vanilla envelope, even though these have been discontinued as well. But I have some that I need to use up. We don't want to waste things. And I tell you, I will miss Very Vanilla envelopes. When I use Very Vanilla cardstock, I like a Very Vanilla envelope. I have a lot of stamp cleaner on that. There we go. So I'll use a little Old Olive and just stamp a little tree right there. All right, Courtney, can that count as not being a naked envelope? So there is a card with the Frosted Forest bundle. I used the die and the masks and the sentiments, and it's just a great bundle. Let me go back to this view. There you go. So I think you would really enjoy it, really like it. I did make one other Christmas card with it. Here is the Christmas card with the same paper, the Season of Green and Gold, something like that. And this one, I did not stamp the tree, but I cut out the image, the outside image of the tree, and texturized it. Let me show you what I mean. So I think it was this tree. So this is supposed to cut out the stamped image. And then I also put this through like this. And it does poke out all these things, but I put a piece of like tape on the back so that nothing could fall out, and just had it leave texture on that and leave those squiggly lines. I really like that look. So that's something else you can do with those. So I hope you have a great Monday evening. It's great to be back on Facebook and on social media and saying hi to everybody. And I will hopefully be going live on Thursday at some point. And tomorrow night, Tuesday night, we have our Zoom class, Chat and Craft with Friends. Everybody is welcome to attend. You will find what you need to prepare on this Chat and Craft with Lorraine page right now. And then you can look for the Zoom link tomorrow and join us if you would like. All right, have a great rest of your evening. Thanks everybody for commenting and making my day. Have a great night. Bye-bye.